This is Rocket and J-Man. This is Lars Frederiksen. So how you doing, man?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
Good. So what is a punk rocker doing at a horror convention?
Because I'm a punk rocker who loves horror, and if you know anything about punk rock and or horror, then you know that they've been in bed with each other since the 1980s. And I was in a horror movie. Do you really have one of those horror movies anywhere? It's coming, and I'll show you. But I'm here because I love horror. I love, obviously, punk rock. But horror is my favorite genre of movie. And, I am a Fangoria subscriber. I buy Rue Morgue. And I was in a movie called The After Dark.
You gave a quote that the way people are being coddled is just the way the pendulum is swinging so much. Just because you showed up doesn't mean you get a fucking trophy.
Amen to that.
I could not agree more, man.
Well, I'm happy to hear. How old are you?
13.
13? See, now this kid's got his head on straight. Because no one should give you something for free. If you don't work for it, you don't respect it. You know what I mean? So you got to put in the work. And this is the movie I was in, The After Dark. So my vampire horror movie debut. Here, take it.
So what do you think of kids needing safe spaces today?
Um, yeah, I don't know. The world's not really a safe space, you know? It's not a safe place. I think if you try to protect kids, I mean, you got to do your best to keep them alive. But I feel like if you try to wrap them in bubble wrap, how are they going to ever learn? Right?
Do you think becoming a parent has made you more concerned about these type of things?
Yes, because I see what my kids' experience is. I mean, we live in San Francisco, which is a very, obviously, um, you know, liberal part. But I mean, I feel like, it's sometimes it can get a little bit too up its own ass. And I'm a liberal. At least I thought I was.
With everyone being soft these days, do you think the punk era is going to end?
No.
No.
There's always going to be somebody. My kids, I know for a fact, they don't really subscribe to what's going on in the world. They have their own ideas, their own visions. And I think that, my oldest will be, my youngest will be 13 tomorrow. So it's like, I think he sees the world in a completely different way, probably more in line with how you look at it.
What is about the punk music that has held your attention for so long?
The energy. It's the energy. It's the message. I always like the political aspect of it. I always like the message and the energy. Of course, it's just anything aggressive for me. So but I love as much as I love GBH. I love Motorhead. I love Cannibal Corpse. I love you know um, Violence. I love Hyrax. I love Circle Jerks. I love Social Distortion. It's like if it's energetic, if it's hard hitting. I love Aretha Franklin. Like, that's a hard hitting soul. It's street music. You know,
I heard you used to get picked on as a kid because you were into punk rock. Is that
Hey,
true?
that's true. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I used to get chased by the older kids. High school kids used to come and try to like beat the shit out of me when I was walking home from junior high. So when I was in seventh grade, juniors and seniors would drive their truck and chase me home. But my brother was a big, pretty gnarly dude. So once he started beating the shit out of them, they stopped.
What was it
It
like?
happens.
Sorry for interrupting.
Don't know.
What is it like opening for the Misfits at Madison Square Garden?
Well, that was the biggest punk rock show in North America. I mean, to be part of that, I'm nothing but honored and blessed. Once again, thanks to the Misfits for inviting us to the biggest fucking punk rock party in the world, man. That was awesome.
I mean, Rancid on stage at Madison Square Garden. Did you ever imagine?
No. And it was the first time I was ever in that building. Because I'm a huge professional wrestling fan. So I wanted to play that building because I saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka dive off the top of the cage onto Don Morocco. That's why I wanted to play it. Excuse me.
Is there any new plans for a Rancid album?
Not at the moment. So we just got home from a 9-week tour, and so we're just kind of chilling for a bit. Let the holidays come. You know what I mean? Spend some time with my kids.
How is the writing process different for you guys after being together for so long?
It's not. It's the same.
Do you think you might do another solo project?
Always. I'll always do something. I'll always try to push myself. At the moment, right now, I'm having fun doing something like this just because it's cool, because it's what I'm into. And I never thought I would ever be doing something like this, but, you know, got to promote the movie. That's yours, by the way. You owe me $20,
I
kid.
got you, bro.
All right, bro.
No, I'll just give you 100 cents for
You
it.
guys pay for $100. See? Class kid right here.
What was life like for you on the road?
Sleepy.
Just slept the entire time?
You know what? If I told you, you'd be like, I want to punch him in the face. No. So I wake up about 9 o'clock. This last tour, I'll just give you that. Wake up about 9. I walk 5 miles a day. That's my goal, is to walk 5 miles a day. So I get up and I'll go take my first walk. I'll come, eat, play the show, and take my second walk. That's what I do.
What's the best venue you've ever played?
Madison Square Garden.
What's the worst?
There's been too many to remember, to be brutally honest. But Madison Square Garden, and then we played Fenway. That was pretty cool.
What is on your writing?
Corn chips, Cheez-Its, lunch meat. Gotta have the cold cuts, veggie tray, some hummus, and I'm trying to think what else is on there. It's really not much. We're not that crazy. It's very simple. Yeah.
Do you have a ritual before you go on stage?
Yes, we call it hands, and we all get together and we do hands. And we've been doing it since we played with Machine Head. It was one of Machine Head's first shows at Berkeley Square. It's right after Rob, I think, left Violence. Rob Flynn, I think, '93. So we started doing it then.
Ever have a crazy interaction with a fan before?
Oh yeah, I've had a couple today.
What is your favorite memory from playing a show?
Never really thought about it. The end.
What is your worst?
The beginning. Sorry,
No, you're good, Lars.
I'm an asshole.
No, you're good.
All right.
What's next for you?
Can't swear on this. Next, for me, saying goodbye to all your people out there. Good kid right here. Support him. He's 13. He's kicking ass. He's doing something that he wants to do. You got to support this. This is why rock and roll music, punk rock music, aggressive music will stay alive. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Much respect. What's your last question?
If you were on death row, what would be your final meal?
What would be my final meal?
Yes.
Ooh, Taco Bell. Or, well, because you can have a few things, right? I think Taco Bell for sure would be part of it. My mom's fricadella for sure. And probably a lobster roll from Sissuit Harbor in the Cape.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you,
man.
brother. Appreciate it. Thank you.